I'm Mariam Kiani from Pakistan now, and I'm very honored and thrilled to be sitting here with the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Shah Mahmood Qureshi, here in Dushanbe. Thank you for your time, sir.
Pleasure.
I'll just be asking you three very quick questions on the current scenario that is surrounding this region. So we can begin with the SCO. I've been reading up on the SCO as an organization, and what's particularly excited me is the idea of how it is imagining a world where the power lies not only with the West and the Europe, but also rather has more power centers around the globe. And that can be in the East, it can be in Central Asia, it can be with Pakistan. How do you see this as an epitome for this particular summit that's happening now?
Well, this is the 20th summit of SCO. So SCO has traveled quite a bit.
Yeah.
It has evolved over the years. Pakistan has now been, we were observers and now we are full members. We have been contributing to every SCO event. We think this is a forum that is gaining importance, and one sees interest developing in this forum because there are important regional players in this forum. And obviously, one has seen now that despite bilateral arrangements, today regions go up and regions go down. So a regional approach to trade, to development, to investments, for security, checking transnational crime, dealing with the menace of drug trafficking, it is important. Trade, regional projects, like Casa 1000, like the trans-national railway line, like the Tapi gas pipeline. These are important projects that will add to the economic stability and security of the region. And Pakistan, being an important player within this region, will be a net beneficiary. So it's an important forum.
All right, and then in that being Pakistan being a member state of it, and then we look at the other regions and we automatically think about Afghanistan, right? And in that sense, we think about why there is no representation of Afghanistan this time at the SCO. And we've seen Pakistan's political leadership repeatedly talk about the role that Afghanistan's peace plays in the entire region's stability and prosperity. I would like to ask how you think is the response so far that Pakistan has been getting from the region, and how you think the SCO can change things for Afghanistan's future and by in return the region's future.
Well, the response that Pakistan has been getting on Afghanistan is good. As you will recall, that I undertook a diplomatic outreach. I visited Tajikistan. I was in Dushanbe. I was in Uzbekistan. I was in Turkmenistan and in Iran. And all the foreign ministers are here. I've been engaging with the foreign ministers since the 15th of August. And I've spoken to now, I would say, over 24 foreign ministers on the Afghan situation. Even without Afghanistan's presence, the dominant discussion in this SCO summit is going to be Afghanistan. It will revolve around Afghanistan. Why? Because there are common concerns. People participating in this SCO summit have common concerns and challenges, and they can also see great opportunities that they can all benefit from. So Afghanistan will remain the hot topic in my view in this summit meeting.
And do you think there will be positive response garnered from what Pakistan understands Afghanistan should be now in the region?
Well, see, it's a complex situation. Different regional players have different priorities, in the sense that some are concerned about the immediate inclusivity that they feel is lacking in the interim setup. Some feel that humanitarian crisis will have an impact on them. It will sort of give a new impetus to some kind of an exodus, which nobody wants. So different people have different concerns. And this forum will give us an opportunity to share our concerns, take each other into confidence, and address them, and chart a collective way forward. We feel that a coordinated regional approach would benefit everyone.
All right. My last question to you is about India, and I want to kind of understand what you think India's role is in the SCO, especially in the light of recent events where we've seen India's propaganda war as part of hybrid warfare. We've seen the Dasu attack, or we've seen we've seen the EU disinfo labs, India's claims of Pakistan playing a double game, all that kind of propaganda that we've seen, and that has only increased with the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. How do you see India here?
In my view, India should stop scapegoating Pakistan. India should come to terms with the new reality in Afghanistan. This new reality that has come about in Afghanistan, it is not of Pakistan's creation. It is the inaptitude. It is the failure of the last regime that led to the sudden collapse, that led to the security meltdown that you saw in Afghanistan. The lack of political support the previous government enjoyed has become obvious. You saw the way, with the speed and ease, the Taliban took over the country. Now the whole of Afghanistan is under their control, and with the ease they sort of stepped into Kabul. Fortunately, there was no bloodshed. Fortunately, there is no civil war. And I hope it stays this way, because our objective is peace and stability. So India should become a partner for peace, like Pakistan, and stop playing the role of a spoiler. India was a stumbling block in the intra-Afghan negotiations that were taking place in Doha. Had they been less of a spoiler, perhaps the talks could have come to some conclusion. They remained inconclusive, and the confusion that you saw around the Kabul airport and the loss of life, precious lives were lost, 170 lives were lost. I think India should give up that policy of theirs, and they should look at the larger regional interest. The larger regional interest is peace, stability, connectivity. So stop being spoilers. Be positive.
Thank you so much, Mr. Foreign Minister, for your time, and absolutely honored to speak to you.
Thank you.